Ja'Whaun, how frustrating was this one? You get back in the lineup, your defense seemed to play really well. Just how frustrating is to see the way they're going?
Very, very frustrating. Especially, obviously, when you don't come up with the win. Obviously, yeah. Answer your question. Very frustrating.
What kind of things are you saying to your team, to your teammates right now? You're one of the leaders on this team. Obviously, it's like you said, frustrating, especially from the defensive side. You guys held to 65 yards in the second half, and you still come up from the losing side.
I mean, at the end of the day, we got to keep going. Like, you can't like drop your head and start pouting. This a business. It's a professional business at that. So regardless of what happens, regardless of the outcome, you got to focus on the next thing. So that's the message always going forward, regardless of the outcome. So obviously you want to finish a game with a win, but if that don't happen, how you kind of expect it would, you got to keep rolling. You got to keep rolling, keep your head down, and keep working.
Ja'Whaun, are you seeing the requisite effort in practice and in preparation leading up to these games?
In regards to who?
To your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, I would say there's no lack of effort when it comes to practice like that. We approach practice like the game, and I think that kind of from top to bottom.
Ja'Whaun, this is the second game in a row where you held one of the league's better backs in check after kind of a slow start. What were the adjustments you guys made to have that success, and really what's carried over in the past couple of weeks?
We know defensively, we kind of get a different look from different teams because the different multiples that we have. So you kind of got to see how they block certain things, and that was kind of our focus going into the game, seeing how they was going to play versus certain fronts. So after we kind of tightened up a few things, I thought we did a good job handling Saquon and Breida, guys like that. Obviously, you want to finish with the win, but I thought we did a solid job as far as containing those guys.
Dietrich said that he thought that the defense needed to get more takeaways and to score to help right now. Is that something you guys are talking about? Is that something you guys are focused on?
I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to do anything to win. So if it means us getting a turnover and scoring with it, at the end of the day, we're just trying to get points on the board. So regardless of how we make that happen, what it looks like, all that kind of stuff, we just trying to make sure we make that happen.
You think that's fair? Like to put that much onus on the defense to try to score the ball, and that's not really their main priority?
I mean, that's definitely our main priority. Like that's not nothing that we kind of trying to force or nothing like that. When we go into the game, we look to force turnovers, and if we get a turnover, we look to score to it or score from it. So that's just like icing on the cake, you know. But yeah.
You guys impressed with DeVito that he made a couple throws out there?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, DeVito's definitely he's not a bad quarterback if that's like the talk. But he was able to make some plays. Obviously, you want to make more than him. I thought we put ourselves in a position to finish it out, but they finished well. Congrats to them.